Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to get the most bangin' poppin' wash and go curls ever by using the shingling method. So keep watching to see how I achieve this style. Okay, so I'm working on freshly washed, conditioned LOC'd hair, except for this section. I have not applied my creams yet because this is a demonstration section. So with it, I am using two different stylers because I could not decide. So the first is by Shea Moisture Intensive Hydration Twist Defining Custard, and also by Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie. Now both of these are great, so I couldn't decide. And lastly, as my gel, I'm using Curls Blueberry Bliss Curl Control Jelly. And I couldn't decide mainly because they both smell great for the creams. They both smell great and they both work well for my hair. So I'm going to take a little bit of both and thoroughly distribute that to this section of my hair. And you want to make sure that the product is thoroughly distributed because you're going to be putting gel on top of your hair. If you're going to be using gel, you want to still make sure that it's thoroughly distributed so that your hair stays soft with the gel application. Now, to start the shingling process, I am going to divide that section into one really small section. And the reason for working in small sections is, one, it's easier to separate your curls, and you get the gel distributed to your hair a lot easier when you work in smaller sections. So I'm going to take a little bit of the curl control jelly, about that much, and smooth that on through this entire section. Now you really want to make sure that it's thoroughly distributed and that your hair is also thoroughly detangled. Now if I was doing a regular wash and go, I would just leave it like that because it's awesome. But I really want to get less frizz and the best definition, so I'm going to start twirling. And basically that's all you do with the shingling process, is to take one small section or one small curl section, start from the middle, and just keep twirling all the way down to the end. And don't worry, I will show another demonstration in real time of how to do this. But once you're done with that section, that's pretty much what it looks like. Now, depending on your hair type or all of that, may look a little different. Either way, it will be coily. So again, I'm working on my last section, and this took me about an hour and 15 minutes, which is not bad, guys. It might sound like a long time, but it's really not bad. And my hair is high density, so which means it's even harder for my hair to do this. But it's worth it, and it's not hard to do. Again, you want to make sure that the gel is distributed thoroughly. I love the curl control jelly because it really it does a lot of the work for you. So again, with shingling, you take a small section and start twirling from the middle to the end. And don't worry, if they get tangled or if that bothers you, You can use a bobby pin or another clip to pin them away from the hair that hasn't been worked on yet, and then it might be a little easier for you. Now the reason you want to twirl from the middle, or the main reason I'm doing it, is because I want it to look more like a wash and go versus finger coils. If you twirl from the root all the way down, it's definitely going to be a finger coil if you do it the right way. So to get the volume of a wash and go, I twirl from the middle, or at least a little bit past the middle, and twirl down to the end. And you want to twirl this around at least about 5 to 6 times. Depending on the length of your hair, you might be twirling a little bit longer, but also depending on how tight you want the curls to be, you might twirl a little bit more. Or you can always put more gel in your hair for a stronger hold. So that's what your curls will look like. And this is the front of my hair, which is more greasy, but either way your hair will be more tightly defined. And once you get good at this, you may be able to twirl 2 sections at a time, and that might save you a little bit of time. And after all of that, I am done, and my hair looks awesome. I mean, this is probably the best style that I've done with zero frizz. Like, I have no frizz in my hair, and it's not even because of, it is the products, but it's also the technique. It's primarily the technique. So even with using other products, if you do it the right way, you would still get a similar, if not the same, exactly the same style. But the products definitely help. And this style is very versatile, so you can do a lot with it. It's easy. And if you love this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more. Bye guys.